January 14th, 2026. It began without warning. Across the United States, millions of people reached for their phones, not for news, not for entertainment, but for reassurance. A call to a loved one, a message to work, a quick check-in with the world. Instead, they saw 3 letters that changed the day. No signal bars, no data, no voice, just silence. In an age where connectivity is constant, that silence spread fast and loud. Within minutes, reports poured in from cities, suburbs, and rural towns alike. Verizon users described the same experience. Phones locked in emergency-only mode, unable to make calls or send texts. What seemed like a glitch quickly revealed itself as something far bigger. This wasn't local. This wasn't isolated. This was national. By midday, the digital nervous system of one of America's largest wireless networks appeared fractured. Millions were suddenly disconnected, not by choice, not by weather, not by disaster, but by an invisible failure deep within the infrastructure they trusted every day. For many, confusion turned into anxiety. Parents couldn't reach children. Businesses couldn't reach employees. Drivers couldn't access navigation or roadside help. And for some, the fear was more serious. When phones fail, emergencies don't stop. As the outage unfolded, the internet, ironically, became the place where the story broke. Screenshots of phones stuck on SOS flooded social media. Users compared notes, asking the same questions over and over. Is it just me? Is Verizon down? Does anyone have service? The answer became clear within the hour. It wasn't just you. Behind the scenes, outage trackers lit up with unprecedented activity. Tens of thousands of reports appeared almost simultaneously, forming a pattern that pointed to a widespread failure at the core of the network. Experts recognized the signs immediately. This wasn't a damaged cell tower. This wasn't routine maintenance. This was a systemic disruption, the kind that ripples across regions and leaves even fully functional phones unable to connect. And yet, the outage behaved strangely. In some homes, one phone worked while another didn't. 2 devices. Same plan. Same location. Completely different outcomes. It added to the confusion and the frustration. As hours passed, pressure mounted on Verizon to respond. Finally, the acknowledgement came. The company confirmed it was aware of a network issue impacting customers in multiple areas. Engineers were deployed. Systems were being investigated. Restoration efforts were underway. But one critical detail was missing: the cause. No explanation. No timeline. No certainty. For users caught in the outage, the lack of information was almost as unsettling as the outage itself. In offices, workers scrambled for Wi-Fi connections and backup messaging apps. In homes, people dusted off landlines they hadn't used in years. Some drove to locations where other carriers still worked, just to make a single call. This was modern life, suddenly forced into improvisation. The outage exposed something rarely discussed until it disappears: how deeply communication networks are woven into daily survival. Banking, transportation, healthcare, emergency response, even simple human reassurance. All of it depends on signal. As the afternoon stretched on, small signs of recovery appeared. For some users, a single signal bar flickered back to life. Messages began to send. Calls connected, briefly, then fully. But the recovery was uneven. Some areas returned to normal quickly. Others waited longer. And for many, service came back without explanation, as mysteriously as it had vanished. By evening, Verizon reported significant progress in restoring connectivity. The crisis phase was ending. The silence was lifting. But the questions remained. What exactly failed? How vulnerable is the system? And how close are we to the next outage? For millions of Americans, January 14th wasn't just about dropped calls or missed texts. It was a reminder, subtle, unsettling, and unforgettable, that the digital world we rely on is not invincible. That behind every bar of signal lies an intricate web of systems, servers, and decisions, any one of which can bring everything to a halt. For a few hours, the world slowed. Voices went unheard. Connections were lost. And when the signal finally returned, it carried more than data. It carried a lesson. In a world always online, silence still has power. And when it arrives without warning, even briefly, it reminds us just how fragile our connection to each other truly is.